Hello and welcome to another Easy Odds Euro 2016 video cast. Now we're looking at the semi-finals today and we're going to start off with Portugal versus Wales. The first game, of course. Somehow Portugal beat Belgium in the last match where Robson Kanu
did the best turn of all time.
Did the best Cruyff turn of all time, where he sent all the Belgian defenders just off to the stands.
He made Fellaini look foolish somehow.
The touch from Aaron Ramsey before that was ridiculous as well. It was literally like Berbatov style.
Yep, it was a big Friday night
But it was just
for the Welsh fans.
It was just forgotten because of the quality of the turn from Robson Kanu.
Free agent Robson Kanu.
Free agent, jobless. You have something to say at the job centre.
Yeah, definitely. What have you done with your summer, sir? Well,
I've been trying to get a job because I did this ridiculous Cruyff turn and still no team wants to sign me. Against Belgium as well. But okay, so let's look at the Wales-Portugal game. I think it's a winnable. It's as winnable a game as you can get in a semi-final of Euro 2016.
Yep.
Portugal yet to win a game, are they?
they're absolutely yet to win a game, correct?
Yeah.
As you've alluded to at the start of the video, Wales shocked the footballing world by beating Belgium on Friday night. Really good result, 3-1. Kind of flattered them a little bit, I felt, overall. But you cannot argue that they played really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Belgium certainly had their chances, just couldn't put them away. And they warranted their place in the semi-finals. I'm sure that if Vermaelen, Alderweireld and company were on the pitch, then 3-1 wouldn't have been the score. And my outright tip of 12-1 Belgium to win Euro 2016 may have come in. But as it is, I'll hold my hands up, and Wales deserve to go through. And they're in the semi-finals, so well done to them. But can Chris Coleman guide them to the final, which would be an absolutely incredible result for them, as they've never even played in the European Championships previous
it'd be ridiculous.
to this. Well, the bookies don't think so. They've made Portugal favourites to win in Lyon on Wednesday night. Fernando Santos' side 5-4 best price, so odds against, which is kind of fair. But I do find it kind of surprising, because you have to consider here that Portugal have actually only won one of the last 7 games, and that was against Estonia. 7-0 thumping there against Estonia, but Wales are a far better team than Estonia are. These two teams have only played once previously. That was all the way back in 2000. Portugal won that game 3-0 with the likes of Luis Figo, but Wales have come a long way since those days where the likes of Darren Barnard and Rhys Weston played in that game.
Rhys Weston.
Two Welsh players that, unless you are fans of Barnsley or Cardiff, you probably haven't heard of. However, Portugal have been an interesting side to follow this tournament. I felt they're yet to actually win a game in 90 minutes, which is incredible when you think that they're in the semi-finals.
Unbelievable.
And that's despite being handed what on paper looked like the easiest group in Group F, where they had Austria, Iceland and Hungary. Mm-hmm. They managed to balls that up a little bit and finish third in that group, and yet they're in the semi-finals. But they have had an incredible 68 shots on goal in their 5 games so far, which is just amazing when you consider that they've only scored 6 of those chances. So
that is weird.
So of 62 shots, they've actually failed to convert this tournament, which is pretty poor. But if you think that they can get their first win of the tournament in 90 minutes against the impressive Wales, their best price 5-4 in the odds comparison service that we offer at easyodds.com. Wales, on the other hand, are coming into this game having won 4 of their 5 Euro 2016 games. Really impressive from them, and they've scored 10 goals in the process. So they've scored more goals than Portugal. They've won more games than Portugal, and yet they're 16-5 to win this game, which I'm sure that plenty of people will really fancy.
I really like. Weirdly, I can see why people would like both those prices. On paper, 5-4 Portugal to beat Wales is pretty decent odds, really.
But
on form, and also Portugal aren't as good as Belgium on paper either. So
absolutely not. And
Belgium were pretty good in the first 20 minutes of the game. I think they did really well to withstand that kind of relentless pressure, and then they just went crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you actually think? What's your recommended bet for the match?
Well, as we've kind of said in that opening gambit, this match is actually quite hard to call. So I'm actually going to stay away from the full-time result market, and I'm going to be backing Cristiano Ronaldo. My man Cristiano Ronaldo, I backed him at 9-1 to be top scorer at the start of the tournament. He's currently on 2 goals, so he's 2 behind Griezmann currently. And I'm going to back him to score 2 or more goals here. Okay. Best price 6-1, which I think is a really nice price there. I know that he's only currently netted in in one game thus far at 2016, and that was against Hungary in that amazing 3-3 game back a few weeks back now. But that was a double there. A office worker of ours, Stuart, backed him to score 2 or more in that game, and it was around 4-1. Even bigger price here, 6-1 on Cristiano to score. He's had over 32 shots at the tournament, so he's more than willing to get
in
mental. So he's more than willing to get in goal scoring positions, or not even be in a reasonable scoring position and still have a pop. As we've seen plenty of times this tournament already, when he's shooting when he probably should be passing, or just thinking about maybe not shooting from 45 yards from yet another free kick.
That's not his style. 45 yards is a little tapping.
That's true, yeah. Wales, of course, have got Ben Davies and Aaron Ramsey suspended for this game, which is a huge blow to them. 2 of their better players, 2 of their Premier League players who have played plenty of Premier League football. And there'll be a big miss for Chris Coleman. And with Ronaldo likely to prove that he's that he's the main player at Real Madrid here, up against his teammate Gareth Bale, he'll be absolutely desperate to score some goals here. I tipped him to be top goal scorer in the tournament. He's only 2 goals behind Griezmann, as I mentioned earlier. Wales have only kept 2 clean sheets at Euro 2016 so far. So I'm backing Portugal to net, just like they have done in 4 of their 5 matches so far in the tournament. And I think Cristiano Ronaldo to score 2 or more, best price 6-1, pretty decent price. Which of course means that we're not actually backing a full-time result here. So it could be 4-2 Wales and Cristiano scores 2 goals for Portugal, and we still get a winning bet.
Yeah.
Or however the scoreline drops. So that's quite a handy part of this bet. And if you fancy a little caveat to that, same price, 6-1, the impressive Renato Sanchez, who scored that pretty decent, albeit deflected goal against Poland. I have absolutely no idea why they weren't starting him at the start of the tournament. He's been an absolute revelation in the centre of midfield for Portugal. Really impressive, 18-year-old, recently signed for Bayern Munich. 6-1 any time to just score the 1 goal, unlike Cristiano to get the 2. So you can even have that as a saver bet at a big price as well.
What was it? 40 million they bought him for?
30 million, yeah.
30 million. He was good though. It's so annoying because I put him on my Euro fantasy team at the start and they didn't play him.
Yeah, that's right.
Now he's just scoring goals for fun.
Yeah. And
after he scored that goal, I thought he was really good. I mean, he looked a bit like
he was really good against Poland.
Yeah. I thought he was really good. I don't know.
Made a big difference when he came on against Croatia as well.
Yeah.
In that knockout tie.
And he was good when he came on against us in the friendly.
He was, yeah. So yeah, Bayern Munich fans, rejoice.
Yeah.
You found yourself a player.
Yeah. Well, obviously they love a good young'un. But I don't know how they're going to do it without Ramsey. He was supremely good.
He was very good.
Supremely good in the quarters, and they are going to miss him so much. I mean, other than Bale, he is there.
Absolutely.
Ashley Williams and him is vitally important.
Yeah.
And without that little kink, then they're going to be. It's going to be a struggle. Joe Allen's been good as well though, but he doesn't give that attacking.
Not quite. No.
Yeah.
Different type of player, isn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my tip there. Cristiano Ronaldo to score 2 goals or more in the Portugal v Wales game on Wednesday night, 6-1, or a little saver bet of Renato Sanchez anytime at 6-1.
Okay. So that's that. That's the first semi-final done.
Thanks very much for watching.
Remember to download the app if you haven't already.
Well, I have. Have you?
I have. I've won loads of money.
Well, there you go. So I thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to press the watermark at the bottom of the screen to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we're going to have Jake Johns this week giving a anti-post tip for which race, Jake?
The July Cup.
The July Cup.
On Saturday.
Sounds good to me. And alongside that, also the rest of my Euro 2016 tips. So thanks very much for watching. I'm Ross Casey, and this is Jake Johns.
Bye.